I started writing poetry at the age of 5. My first poems were mostly musings of my sister's fascination and fondness for chocolate over me. I'd like to believe that things and themes have evolved since then. For today's performance, I wanted to showcase how we often get caught up in our own versions of reality and how that can be quite consuming, confusing, distorting even. I didn't want to mince words or soften truths. It's an attempt to mirror what already exists. And so the poem flows like a list of observations almost, factual, deeply personal, specific, but hopefully relatable in some respects. Coldness can be refreshing, much like taking an icy dip in the lake during winters in Geneva. As this year's theme for TEDx is Seeds of Change, reflecting on it, I think these seeds are already within us. All we need to do is water them. I now present to you Message Received. You hang on to words like one hangs on to life. A whisper, and your gold turns to metal, or your metal to dust. You look for the light in not-so-right spaces, and if they get inside your little dark mind, you'd gladly let them in. You have a reason for things that don't need reasoning, a ready-made recipe for future wrongdoings, but why? Why do you yearn to see yourself from the eyes of another? You hide behind this garb of sensitivity, a remedy for all ills. You get lost and lose your sense of identity, striving to fit in. You try and predict what cannot be predicted, trapped in a never-ending, self-fulfilling, carefully delusive prophecy, and don't you see? It's a vicious circle. You end up pulling the strings all along. You think you're lonely, but you've been paving the path of loneliness since the very beginning. You think you're unworthy, but you never stop to see what it is that makes you unworthy. You think your journey has been flourishingly stormy, an affair only you have been a witness to. And so you suspect and believe and trust and accept that the world is set out against you, when in reality you're against yourself, and I can go on. I can list all the things you think you've been doing wrong, all the calculated calculations you've been making, every permutation and combination of running, no surviving this world, but I won't. You torture yourself enough already. Do you know? Your heart craves for a glance of acknowledgement and your mind searches for a touch of validation, but never, never from within. Though perhaps most meticulously, you almost always forget that in all these words I've just said, the key word here is think. All I can say is, stop looking at the glass half empty. Remember, you'll always be the one drinking from it. Thank you.